Oh, guys, San Diego has released its short-term rental rules, and I keep getting calls of how this is going to affect our market. I'm breaking it all down for you. Here we go. Hey guys, Joseph Arendsen here. I'm breaking down, this big question and concern that I keep getting from everybody right now. And I think I've gotten 4 phone calls already and a few text messages from everybody out there with the new ruling that just happened in San Diego about short-term rentals. Now, if you haven't been following this has been an ongoing, concern for a lot of investors out there and a lot of Airbnb owners or short-term rental owners in San Diego. The San Diego's been releasing some guidelines. It's kind of been the Wild West for a while, and people have been able to pretty much Airbnb or short-term rent their property all over San Diego City. Now they're finally going into effect, and it sounds like it's been approved, and it's actually going to go into effect just after summer, so sometime in fall. So be prepared for all of you investors out there or people that currently have those short-term rentals. This will be going into effect. So let's break this all down for you guys, and I wanted to try to make this as simple as I can for everybody out there. But the biggest thing that I've researched and figured out on this one is everybody's throwing a fit on what's going to happen, or is this going to flood the market with inventory or bring down prices? Guys, it's not that big of a deal. When you look at the grand scheme of things, I'm going to break it down here for you. I really don't think it's going to affect our market that much, but there will be some opportunity. So I'll get into that here. So first and foremost, the thing I want to mention, the new rule, it's going to be 1% of the total inventory, so total home inventory in San Diego County, 1% of that can be designated towards short-term rentals. So that leaves us with somewhere around 6,500 licenses that can be given out for short-term rentals. Now, there's one stipulation, and that is Mission Beach. Mission Beach is primarily all short-term rentals, I would say. Every time I've been down there, it seems like there's no actual residents. That area has a 30% limit. So they're allowed to have up to 30% short-term rentals in that area. So the big question is, how many short-term rentals do we have? The best estimate from all the research that I've done is around 12,500, 12,300 short-term rentals currently active in San Diego. So that is going to be reduced down to 6,500 that will need licenses. So everybody's like, oh, we're going to have 6,500 new homes coming on the market. No, we're not. Because when you look at that say 12,000 short-term rentals, there's going to be a big portion of those that actually fall into the guidelines of not needing a permit. What I mean by that is that the guidelines read, if somebody wants to rent their property out less than 20 days per year, they don't need a license, right? If they live on site, they don't need a license. So that could be somebody that has a duplex, live in one, rent the other one. That's a good amount of those short-term rentals out there. They don't need a license. Or somebody has an ADU in the back. Also, a lot of short-term rentals out there. They don't need a license. So, you got to think probably about, out of that 6,500 licenses that are going to not be able to given out, a lot of that's going to drop off to these type of people, the under 20 days. If you go on Airbnb, I'd say there's out of 100, there's maybe 10, 20 max that are like true Airbnbs, set up right, running as businesses, and the rest are kind of mom and pop shows, people renting out an extra room, people renting out their ADU. So don't get too excited thinking all this inventory is going to come on the market, because honestly, I think it might affect 1,000 homes, maybe 2,000 homes, and how many of those are going to be able to switch over right into a traditional rental? So ultimately, I don't think it's going to affect our market very much. Now, for all you folks that are asking me, where's the opportunity, right? So there is some opportunity. I think some opportunity will come from this, primarily in 2 different areas. Mission Beach. Now, when you look at, they're giving 30% of the licenses there. People will be able to get licenses. But when you look at that area, that's probably going to affect about 25% of the current Airbnbs that are in that market right now. So that could mean we'd see some of those people probably sell. So we could see some inventory coming on in Mission Beach area. Second market, probably PB. you know, if it's going to affect any vacation market, PB's probably got the most amount of short-term rentals. So I could see some inventory come on there, but the demand there is so high. So don't think that, you know, prices are going to come down or anything. Just know that, hey, if you want to buy in PB, you've been wanting to move into PB, there might be an opportunity here for a little more inventory, maybe a few more options. So that's all I got for you guys. If you have any questions, I've researched this quite a bit. I do know the ins and outs, and I just leave you with this. This is San Diego City, not the county regulation, just the city. So, you know, I have an Airbnb in Oceanside that's perfectly good to go. Nothing to worry about there. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to myself or anybody here on the True Local team. All right, take care.